All right, let's get this show on the road. Right, so last time I noticed that uh, the video capture wasn't completely centered. So hopefully it's fixed now. It should be. So we can continue right ahead with the leveling. We have reached level 8 and we are close to level 9. So today we are going to try to get to level 10. Everything's still the same. We have to kill boars for another couple levels. But starting on 10, things should get very exciting. Nothing's really changed.
I can't do that yet.
But I feel like things have. It's so weird finally having bags. We did that in the last episode.
That ability isn't ready yet. Need more rage.
Right, that's what I wanted to do. Drop the sound a little bit. Perfect. Little do they know that we are mostly going to be crafting potions. Hmm. Nope, not going up into the quill boars. We've got to stick to regular boars. Yep, it's these boars for till the end of this level, and then when we get to 9, we're gonna move to in front of Orgrimmar for the higher level boars. Oh well, oof. They were fighting some elite ogres, looks like. This area looks a bit more empty than normal. Usually I see a lot of players around here. Oh no, of course. This is where I complain. It is fine, though we are not in too big of a rush to get our blacksmithing up. Because for the next little while, we're still doing decently fine with gear just because we're leveling so slow. What we really need is the rough stone, which we don't seem to be getting a whole lot of. All in good time, though, I suppose. Duratar's probably the one place where we don't mind the rain, because this place really could use some more rain. Not the amount that could turn it into the Cataclysm version of Duratar, but some more than the usual definitely would do. Another thing that has crossed my mind recently that I could do is I could try to break Morrowind again. Morrowind's always a fun game. The only issue with Morrowind is that I've just played so much of it that I basically know the entire thing. Oblivion and Skyrim, they've got a lot of dungeons I've yet to explore, but for Morrowind, pretty much as soon as I see a dungeon, once I enter its door, I know which one it is. I know the layout, I know the enemies, I know the items. The game is just so good, it warrants to be played a lot. But, as all Bethesda games, Morrowind is quite breakable. Oh, that boar dropped copper. That's nice. These elder boars are what's going to be in front of Orgrimmar, and they do hurt a bit more than the black boars we've been fighting so far, the dire ones. Nice, level 9. Hello, Corty, what is this? You playing Morrowind in emoji. Someone's violencing a clown. I don't know. Fisting bills. Alright. Valid. I've got a hot take in that regard. Um, so, while Morrowind is definitely my favorite of the newer Elder Scrolls games, so between Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, uh, Skyrim is my second favorite because, it's modern. But the one thing Oblivion did better than either of them, and that really deserves praise, is the unarmed system. Skyrim loses unarmed as a skill, so you can't really make a progressing build out of it. And in Morrowind, it's just kind of weird because it doesn't do health damage until you drain someone's fatigue. But in Oblivion, it is just right. Deals a bit of damage, deals some fatigue. Top-notch system. Now, this is the point where I should probably start paying attention, because we have aggressive mobs around that outlevel me. But we need the copper. We really, really need the copper. Wait, what's going on in hardcore chat? Overpower is gonna be nice, I reckon. Although, considering we're not gonna be scaling too well into the late game, I think a revenge build might actually be better. The base damage of revenge and the fact that it stuns might do more than overpower. Amber Topaz is one of the new gems that the Turtle WoW team added. I don't want that raptor to respawn. Hmm. There's one more thing I gotta remember to do. I need to do some of the quests that actually give us items that are helpful for hardcore. For example, the super glue in the troll in Senjin Village. I'm going to probably do that at level 10. Right now, I just want to get to level 10 so we can experience gameplay. More boars forever. Oh, we're getting kind of low. Nothing to worry about. Everything is a numbers game. Fortunately, those veins. Heckin' cough. Those veins over there are a bit hard to get. Wait, have to fight through harpies, and I'm not too keen on that. Well, boars are nice and all, but we really need the veins. Yeah, you can have it, whatever. If someone of my level gets the vein, then I'm cool with it. But for higher levels, I guess 20 is still fine. But when I see 60s running around getting veins, I do not want to give them a single one. Heck you had your chance. Okay, that's a raptor. Ah, yep, caves. Caves are dangerous. I don't actually have a plan for blacksmithing right now. Well, what I was thinking was waiting until 10 to go and smelt everything we find. Because I don't really know if we can get any gear upgrades for now. Blacksmithing notoriously requires a lot of mats. It's probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest, profession to level in Classic WoW, just by sheer material requirements. I used to think enchanting was really bad, but enchanting isn't really all that bad. The biggest issue with enchanting is that the master enchanting trainer is an instance. Uldamon, I believe. I swear, for so many classes, the level 9 to 10 transition is the worst. None more so than hunters. We've gotten to the point where we have to eat every couple mobs. Bit of an oof. But Orgrimmar's nearby, so we can cook up some more food if necessary. Scorpion, level 10. Don't think I want to go near that. Witchwing rogue feathers. Oh, those are in the Barrens. The very north. Okay, that's 2 beat sticks. These boars really like carrying around beat sticks for some reason. Hmm. I should maybe carry around materials to make my own fires. Might be faster than going back and forth. Or I could just cook up a huge batch of meat. Like several stacks of it. And then we'll be fine. That poor boar didn't stand a chance. I should do this week's Karazhan as well. I've been trying to get the sigil for so long, and it just won't drop. Atlas loot. Karazhan. Come on. So this thing, I've been trying to get this across so many classes. A druid, warlock, and priest. And no such luck for 3 weeks now. I will get it eventually, surely. just have to persevere. I'm actually a bit unsure where we go after we finish with these boars. I think Terracefall Uplands have some boars. I think those are like level 11 to 13. So after this stream session is over, I'm gonna have to do some research. That's also harpy terrain, but it's not very deep in. I'm just noticing the sound is very weak. Should I turn it up a little bit? The in-game sound, that is. There.
That ability isn't ready. Not enough room.
Fall into Moonkin and Darkshore. Oof. Hey, that's nice of them.
How kind of you. Need more room. Not enough room.
Considering how much less damage the boars around Razor Hill did, I think it might be more worth it to just keep farming them.
Need more room.
Yeah, I guess if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Let's head down. Let's head back down. and continue fighting those.
I need to get closer. Not enough room. Need more room. Not enough room.
Right. One other fun thing that has crossed my mind last night. So I thought we were gonna have a good time leveling alchemy after we finish with blacksmithing. But then I remembered very important materials for alchemy come from fishing, but I don't think I can equip the fishing rod because I can't make a fishing rod. They're all purchased, and I can only equip stuff that I buy. So
Need more room.
we might be in a small bit of trouble in that regard.
Not enough room.
It remains to be tested, but I don't see this glyph making an exception for fishing rods.
Not ready yet.
If it does make an exception for fishing rods, though, then a level 22 weapon might not be the final weapon we can equip. There is another white rod that's, I think, around level 20.
Need more room. Not enough room.
That might actually have more damage. Well, it's between 20 and 30, I mean. Because I remember finding it in Desolus. Oh, come on, don't you do it.
Our ability isn't ready yet. Need more room. Need more room. Not enough room.
Alright. Very nice of them. They will regret that decision when I die a couple minutes from now.
I can't do that yet. Need more room.
Okay, yeah, 22 experience as opposed to 38 that the level 9 boars give. But that damage I healed off in basically 2 ticks.
Our ability isn't ready yet. 'Too far away.
30.
Our
Well,
ability isn't ready yet.
I guess the level 7 boars are the sweet spot that we want to look for.
That ability isn't ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. No way. I'm out of range.
Oh yeah, this is
That
so much
ability isn't ready
faster.
yet. It's too far away.
I guess fighting green mobs is gonna be the way to go anyhow.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Up until this level, it wasn't really a luxury we could afford.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Okay, 2/3 of the level left.
Not enough room.
We are definitely getting there.
Need more room.
Ah, but Inferno will
Need more
have the
room.
last laugh. As
That ability
HC
isn't ready
WoW
yet.
always does.
It's too far away. I can't do that yet.
I am so looking forward to dual wielding.
Not ready yet.
I'm also very curious what will end up feeling better in like the later levels of the run, like level 40, level 50. I'm really curious whether dual wield or two-hander will feel better. Unfortunately, shield isn't an option because there are no white shields that we can make. Much as I'd really love to shield
Not
slam,
ready yet.
but I guess that's gonna have to wait for a different warrior.
Not enough room.
I heard someone say that shield slam now, when you just get it,
I can't do that
is
yet.
just as good, if not better, than bloodthirst. Like, comparable damage, but you also get block for the next amount of seconds. What glyphs? Well, these glyphs. We are doing boring adventure, so it's boars only. We're doing exhaustion, which means no rested experience. We are doing vagrant, so only white or poor gear. Slow and steady, so we're getting 50% less experience. And finally, traveling craftsman, so we can only use our own gear. And it is going well so far.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Just very, very slow, as you might expect.
I can't do that yet.
How will I play at level 30 with level 10 items? I don't know. I assume it's going to be very miserable, but not impossible. I'll see how far I can go
Not ready yet.
and whether this challenge is even possible at later
Need
levels.
more room. Not enough room. Need more room. Need more room.
If it's impossible on a warrior, I might try it on a shaman. I'd imagine casters would suffer a lot less with the gear penalties. Yeah, craftsman will probably ruin my game experience. But it hasn't so far, and that's what matters. I will continue doing this for as long as it's fun. And it will be fun for as long as I can kill at least 2 or 3 mobs before having to sit down. If it gets down to it, I might drop a Vagrant. Because Vagrant, I already have a character with the Vagrant account, bank pet thing. But I'll only do it if I really, really find it necessary. And so far, I don't see how it could be.
Not enough room. That ability isn't ready yet. Need more room.
I will drop Vagrant if I do decide to
Not
drop
bad
anything.
design.
Because Craftsman can still make green gear um, past like level 20. So I will have up-to-date gear in that case.
that yet. I need more rage. Not ready yet.
Actually... Ah, it's level 6, it won't pull from here. Oh, what is this? Ventricle Overseer. Oh, that's in the mine. Oh, oof.
Inventory is full.
My hardcore friends, steer clear of caves. Those will kill you. Yeah, I'd imagine that's a possibility. Common.
I can't do that yet. Not enough
Getting
rage.
bored
Inventory is
on a boring challenge. It is just grinding mobs and you don't even get to choose which mobs you're grinding. You are restricted to boars.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I'm out of range.
That's why I'm not pushing it super hard. It's
Inventory is
just
full.
2 hours a day that I allocate to killing boars. Doesn't matter how far I progress in those 2 hours, but 2 hours a day, 2 hours a day.
I need to get closer. I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, it's true. The Alliance probably have a much easier time with the boring adventure challenge, due to the mob spread. Uh, so much so to the point where I thought I might
Ability
need
isn't
to
ready yet.
see if I can get this character into Red Ridge to get the boars there, because I don't know where the Horde can get access to
Inventory
boars
is
after
full.
level 10, unless they added some new boars. And I know they did add boars. I've seen them around Hillsbrad, but I don't
Not
know
ready yet.
of any lower level
I
locations.
need more rage.
Because Hillsbrad has like level 25 boars,
I can't carry anymore.
and we're still light years away from that.
Not enough rage. That ability isn't ready yet.
And yes, light years measures distance, not time. Thank you, that one person in
Inventory is
Brock's
full.
gym.
I can't do that yet. I can't
Oh,
carry
for real?
anymore.
Thanks, Common. I didn't know that was a thing. We'll definitely check it out, but I'll make sure my Hearthstone is off cooldown for when I do that.
I can't carry anymore. Not ready yet.
Level 14 to 17 boars in
I
Glenshire.
can't
Oh,
carry
that should be
anymore.
fine then. I figure I can get to 13, 14
That
off the
ability
boars
isn't
in
ready
front of
yet.
Orgrimmar, and then we can get the level 14 boars in Glenshire. Easy peasy.
I can't carry anymore. Not ready yet.
Never doubted the possibility of this challenge.
I can't carry anymore.
common whitethroat really is the MVP of this stream. They're giving me so much information. Thank you again.
It's too far away.
Ah, dang it.
Inventory is full.
Oh, can't get them all. Oh, they're all dead here. Am I allowed to say dead and kill on YouTube? I feel like YouTube doesn't like those words. It's okay. This is a 2-hour stream. They're not gonna catch me saying it.
That ability isn't ready yet.
They're not gonna sift through the entire thing.
Need more rage. I can't carry anymore. Not ready yet. Not ready yet. That ability
Alright,
isn't ready yet.
let's go cook some food up and empty the inventory. Not because we really need to worry about that too much, but just because it's giving me anxiety having inventory full. Like my whole gamer brain has been molded throughout the years to never let inventory be full, even when there's no practical reason to clear it. Fun and engaging gameplay. back to killing boars. How riveting. Truly, this is the peak of online entertainment.
I need to get closer.
I'm hoping people will at least stick around for the possibility of me dying at like level 30 and losing, you know, like dozens of in-game days
Not ready yet.
and then seeing me cry about it because I will be very sad.
I don't have time.
Not that that would stop me from trying this again.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Not ready yet. Need more rage. That ability isn't ready yet.
Oh, oof. Didn't Pokimane die to one of these harvest golems?
Not ready yet. Not enough rage.
Rav is also going to be coming back for Only Fangs, it looks like. So Classic Fresh is going to be a whole fun little situation that I'm very excited for.
Not ready yet. Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. I need to get closer. Need more rage.
Is Overpower level 10 or level 12?
Not ready yet. Not enough rage.
It's probably level 12. I don't think I'm going to get it as early as level 10. 10 is like a whole lot of defensive stance abilities. But it also could be that Overpower is level 10 and then Revenge is level 12. I'm not sure. I don't level enough warriors to know.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Need more rage.
All kinds of pouches.
Not enough range. Need more rage.
But yeah, don't do this challenge. But if you are going to do the challenge, and I still
Not
suggest you
ready yet.
don't, it takes a special kind of person to subject themselves to this. But if you are going to do it, definitely do it on a troll. Maybe even an orc. Orc would actually probably be best because you get
Far ahead.
scaling attack damage through their active
Not
racial.
enough
But
range.
trolls still get the ability to. Uh, they start with a thrown
Not enough
weapon,
range.
and as long as you don't unequip that thrown weapon, you can repair it, and you essentially have a ranged pull throughout your whole run. Tauren don't really get a lot for this challenge. The bonus health is nice, but that's about all they get.
Not ready yet.
The stun is nice if you want to run away, but I don't imagine there'll be too many
Need more
situations where we're
rage.
fleeing.
I can't do that yet. I'm out of range. I need to get closer. That ability isn't ready yet.
I just went on about what warrior is the least amount of suffering to do this with. Honestly, if you want to do this at all, just for the challenge titles and rewards, just don't do it on a warrior. Do it on a mage, and then it'll be fine and you won't suffer. But if you really want to do a warrior, then yeah, troll or orc is probably your best bet. Let's see if we can do some parkour. Yeet. Nice.
Not ready yet.
Okay, 2/3 there.
Not enough rage. I'm out of range. I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. Need more rage.
I reckon Rend might be a good friend for this run. Because Rend just scales with attack power, it doesn't scale with weapon damage. So regardless of what weapon we have equipped, rend and hamstring kiting could work. Of course, that does apply only to Turtle WoW.
I can't do
A
that.
rend does not scale in base vanilla.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. It's too far away. Not enough rage.
Unfortunate.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. Need more rage. Not enough rage. I need to get closer. Need more rage.
Ouchies. Pain.
Not enough rage.
Please do not crit the me.
I'm out of range. That ability isn't ready yet. Need more rage. That ability isn't ready yet. It's too far away.
Well, earlier I said there were very few players here. I wasn't used to it. Well, now we're getting some more people.
I can't do that yet.
The boar hunting grounds are filling up.
Not ready yet. Need more rage. That ability isn't ready yet. Need more rage. Not ready yet.
Somehow it feels weird that bags fill from top to bottom. It's counterintuitive. At least in terms of like real life
That ability
physics.
isn't ready yet.
For going left to right, up to down, riding, it makes sense, but I don't know, it's weird. The brain doesn't like it. So Gratz, looks like we have someone who completed the hardcore challenge.
It's too far
That'll
away.
be this character in 3 years.
Need more rage. do that yet.
The thing is, killing boars endlessly is not a huge problem
I'm out of range.
as long as you can like reasonably do something else, like listen to music, tab out and talk to people, stuff like that. Where I see that becoming an issue in this challenge is when our gear gets really, really old
That ability
and
isn't
we
ready
have to
yet.
start focusing on every single
Not
fight
enough range.
because we could die in every single fight. That I feel is going to be torture. If it gets to that point.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
Crits still feel really nice.
Not ready yet.
Ouch. Not
Need more
against me,
range.
though. Those
Not
feel
enough
quite
range.
not nice.
I can't do that yet. Need more range. Not enough range. Not ready yet.
We're making good progress. We're gonna do one more. One more little round of inviting people in.
I can't do that yet.
Because hitting level 10 is going to be just delightful. Such a huge upgrade after these couple hours of farming. And now we're gonna go get our blacksmithing done. We're gonna see what skills we get. And of course we're going to put our talent point
Our
in.
ability isn't ready yet.
And it's not much of a question where we're putting the talent point in. It's going to be the crit chance. Crit chance is going to help us early. Don't know how good it'll be late game.
Our
But we
ability
do
isn't
want to
ready
unlock
yet.
stuff
Not
like
ready yet.
Blood Craze. That's why we're going down Fury, because I feel like that will definitely be the biggest help for the run. Or I could be wrong, and maybe going parry chances for... Um, maybe going parry chance is the right way. Oh! Hello, lesson... no thing. Sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Welcome to the stream. Less nothing, maybe like
Our
that.
ability isn't ready yet.
I hope you enjoy your stay. We are just killing some boars. But very soon, we're going to run back to Orgrimmar to get all our juicy upgrades at level 10. Okay, good. Less nothing. I will make sure to remember that. How am I doing? I am doing really well tonight. It's been a pretty nice day. And how about you?
More worries.
What damage add-on? What add-on is it actually? I don't know. I can log out a sec
Not
and
ready
tell
yet.
you. I think it's Shagu DPS or something like
Not
that.
ready.
Yeah, it's
Not
probably
enough room.
Shagu DPS.
Not enough room.
Maybe if I click things it'll Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, it is Shagu DPS. LMAO, I shouldn't have posted that in hardcore chat. Oh well, welcome from retail then. Much as I'm sure
Our
retail
ability
is a
isn't ready
great
yet.
place to be, I find here to be a lot more welcoming.
Not ready yet. Need more room.
Ugh. This is PvP,
I
right?
can't loot that right now.
Forget actually killing people. The real PvP is trying to get hacking copper veins at low levels. But looks like everyone got at least one. Um, what is the word for that?
Not enough room. That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough room.
One instance of the copper vein. There we go. I know English. I've totally learned English for a very long time and I'm well versed in it.
Need more room. Not ready yet.
To be honest,
I need to
The add-on is just kind of there, and I don't really notice it outside of raids. But I don't really need to have it up for this warrior, I don't think. So I don't know if it's jarring or something, I can turn it off. I reckon it's not that big of a deal though. I know I don't notice it.
I need more rage.
Okay, just another 1000 experience, and we'll be level 10.
That ability isn't ready yet.
That's the worst part, really. Like, leveling is fine. I can just turn my brain off and kill a bunch of these boars. But then I realize, okay, I'm very close to actually getting a major level
Not
up.
ready yet.
And that's when killing boars feels like it takes forever, when you're so close to that prize, but still so far away. And I feel like that's the case
That
a
ability isn't
lot
ready
in
yet.
life, is like when you're expecting something, um, when you're anticipating something good like a reward, that's when that's when life gets difficult in a sense. Because it's all you can think about, you hype it up, it's gonna be so great, and then something bad happens, and it's not as great as you thought it would be, and then you're just
That
left
ability isn't
disappointed
ready
and
yet.
everything feels horrible. So really, if you want to have a good life, if you want to be happy in life, you shouldn't expect too much out of
Not
life.
exactly.
You should just learn to be happy
I
with
need
what
to
you
get
have.
closer. Not enough rage. That ability isn't ready
Dropping
yet.
some dropping some life wisdom in a World of Warcraft stream. That's that's almost like a paradox. Giving wisdom while streaming World of Warcraft.
Not ready yet. It's too far away. Not enough rage. I need a target. I'm out of
I
range.
would like to find another copper vein or two before we do this, before we get our level 10.
I need more rage. Not ready yet. Not enough rage. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Sorry about the moment of silence. A friend of mine sent me some D&D
I need to
memes.
get closer. Not enough rage.
Yeah, the bottom line is pass your wisdom saves, people. Wisdom wisdom saves are like the worst thing for your party to fail.
Not ready yet.
Now, con saves are probably the worst thing for individuals to fail, because that usually means you're
I
gonna
need
die.
more rage. Not enough
But
rage.
failing wisdom could mean you wipe the party instead.
That ability isn't ready yet. Need more rage. I'm out of range. Not enough rage. Not ready yet.
Right. Well, all right. How about this? If any of you play D&D, or maybe have watched D&D or know anything about it, what is your favorite class? I have to say my favorite class is Bard. I just feel like Bard is the most role playable there is. You can be any kind of Bard you want. Entertainment is endless.
I can't do that yet.
Juggler, musician, clown,
Not
poet,
enough rage.
and the versatility. Even the versatility of a specialized Bard is just. It just gets me going. I really
Not
like
ready yet.
Bards.
Need more
And
rage.
Transmutation Wizards specifically are going to be a close second.
I can't do that yet.
Right. Right now is perhaps a bad time to be getting distracted by D&D memes. Now when I'm only a mere 500 experience away from the target goal.
Need more rage. Not ready yet.
Okay, big crit. Nice. Just a plains running Tauren. Nothing special to see there.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Jokes aside, though, plains running is probably the best racial they've put in the game.
That ability isn't ready yet. Need more rage. It's too far away.
What if I did a cheeky little thunderclap here? Bam! And I get immediately crit as punishment for it. Yep, that's about right. Level 50, very good. And then followed immediately by someone dying to a sand shark. Unfortunate.
It's too far away. It's too far away.
Oh, rough stone off a boar.
Not
That
ready.
is quite lucky. And here comes the rain. Again. It's rainy season in the desert.
That ability isn't ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
And a battered chest. If that battered chest has a piece of leather or a silver bar, that could be ridiculously good.
Not ready yet.
Okay, we're getting very lucky so far. Against this mob. They do run away, so we need to be careful. Come on, something good. If there's absolutely nothing good in there, then I won't even loot anything. Yeah, that's light leather. We do need that. But at the same time, I don't want to leave junk in there. So I'm gonna pick everything up. Toss away the apple. That'll sell. The light leather, the super important potion, and the axe, which is a little bit of extra silver in our pocket.
Needing to
This is huge. Please refrain. Okay,
Not ready yet.
let's get our level 10 here. I think we're only 3 mobs away. 1,
I can't be that way.
2. Oh, swiftness potion. That is huge since we're switching to alchemy. What a lucky find. Um, I do want that copper vein though. That's prio over leveling up. We're about to hit it though. How did your action bar get smaller? Well, I probably just reduced it in the interface. Wait, no, it's video options. Tick UI scale, and then I dropped it down a little bit, if that's what you mean. Alright, one more boar after this.
We need to get closer.
Jumping for joy.
Need more road. Need more road.
And there it is. Our first real power spike, level 10. Well, I guess the first power spike was getting the copper knuckles, but this is like a really major power spike. I will have a look at the talents and I'll put that in before we start killing boars again. So for now, I just want to get the training done and the blacksmithing done. I'll cook off stream because I don't imagine that's very fun. Thank you, Corty. It's been a long 10 hours and nearly half an hour as well. So nearly 10 and a half hours of played to get to level 10. There it is, dual wield, huge, massive, incredible. So, right, warriors, they auto-update abilities. Uh, Blood Rage, that's also going to help. Or potentially kill us. Yeah, no, overpower is 12, unfortunately. We're still going to have to suffer a little bit before we get that. Um, but yeah, alright. Let's go get our second weapon and see if we can do some blacksmithing. Yeah, exactly. Just 50 more hours and we get to 60 easy. Why am I a ghost? Don't ghost me. We need mutton chop. There it is. In fact, oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, no. The reason I'm not going for Orgrimmar, I think I'm gonna Hearth to Thunderbluff because I just like Thunderbluff's layout way more. And even so, navigating the confusing Orgrimmar layout is gonna take longer than just learning what I need to in Thunderbluff and then hearthing, or not hearthing, then flying back to Orgrimmar. Okay, what the heck is going on? I can't just leave copper veins on the map. I have to go get them. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're probably going to be ending the stream in a little bit as well. Just as soon as we see what we can do with all these blacksmithing mats we've collected.
I have just the thing for you.
Why do I keep doing that? Whatever, get out. And now I am a leper gnome. Excellent. Love to see it.
Greetings.
Get all the food in there. Get all the things I know I won't need for now in there. Yeah, put that in there as well. Wow. That is a lot of stuff to smelt.
Hail. What brings you here?
Okay, that's gonna be an upgrade. We might just do, yeah, we might just try Claymore to see how that feels over dual wield. And then heavy copper maul is something to look forward to as well. Okay, I do not remember this being green. That's a bit oof. bronze axe, short sword, warhammer. Yeah, so while I have you here, I will show you, I guess. Let's see if we can find it. This is it. This here, 16.9 damage per second. This is going to be our final weapon. This is going to be our bis. Until level 60, a level 22 axe. There are no further weapons beyond that of white quality.
How may I aid you?
Nah, that's not suffering. Not at all. As long as we stay enthusiastic. Okay, I think that's enough smelting for now. I want to get to the upgrades before I end this stream. And then I'll finish smelting and fixing up my bank off stream. Uh, where's the journeyman? There's the journeyman.
How may I aid you?
That's still not an upgrade. Now that, I believe, is an upgrade. Yep. Now, we did get those. However, yeah, that's fine. Actually, hold on. How much is this? 65. Yeah, no, we'll keep making these. I want to make a lot of sharpening stones so that even when I swap to alchemy, I will still have a lot of these left over in case we're fighting difficult mobs or something. But at this stage, I want to have some rough grinding stones as well. There's the claymore, there's the dagger, there's the knuckles. Okay, cool. I can't learn the knuckles because they're a custom item until I stop smithing. Oakley dokley. So, I think I want to save this light leather. I don't want to make this because the knuckles don't require anything beyond what we can get with mining and blacksmithing. So we'll do that for now. And we'll save light leather for the higher level axes and maces. And there we go. We are now dual wielding. And hopefully that increased our DPS a little bit. We also need to do boots and belt. And there we go. So, in addition to getting an offhand, our armor is going to go from 22% physical damage reduction to 25%. 3% is a big deal for sure. So yeah, that is going to be the extent of what we do tonight. Next time we're going to grind some more boars in front of Orgrimmar. That's probably going to take another 2, maybe 3 sessions. And then from there we'll go to the Tirsfall Uplands for a bit of a change of scenery. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the night or day.